Hello friends, Ricky Chadha from Astro Healer. This video again being Sunday is strictly on spirituality. So only those who are interested can watch this video, others can skip it. Anyway, today I shall be talking in the topic on spirituality about 4 myths that I have seen that people undergo when they walk the path of spiritualism. I would say these are the traps, because in the modern world today, more people are getting the spiritual awakening, no doubt about it. But then, it is about understanding what spirituality is all about. The openness, diversity, and when you're getting this wisdom, there are some red flags that I would want you to, because see, not that when I got this, even I was trapped into these myths as well. Now this mass awakening which is happening has its downfall also. Because for the people who have just started, who are freshers or starters, and the people who are emerging into this, they have a very crude type of understanding of spiritual awakening. And then what happens is some people will try to misguide also. And the 4 myths that I'm going to talk about, I want you to understand. I'll go very slow, and please, it's a request. If it is resonating in your growth, then please write to me, please put a comment so we can discuss about it. See, the first myth that I have seen is you get an idea that chasing a light, that we are supposed to follow a light. So we are coming out of darkness and chasing a light. It's a very common mental trap, because in the new teaching and the traditional philosophy also, people always have been talking about you seeing a light, which is again a trap, again a myth. See, authentically I would say that spiritual awakening is about you being open up to the full human experience. If you are going to just chase the light, then you are falling back into your own confines of ego. Because you have been given a target, you have to achieve light. And if the light does not, if you don't see the light, you think, oh, that spiritual awakening is not happening to me. It's not like that. Keep in mind that the spirits do not attach to definitions. There are no definitions in that world. In reality, there is no light and there is no darkness. It is their reality. There is only permanence and flexibility. So don't get into that trap of, oh, I'm going to chase a light. Go slow. Do not try to be rapid in this process, because then I have experienced severe depression and anxiety, because what happens, you all of a sudden feel, oh, I think my process has stopped. I'll come to that also. The next myth is thinking that you being a spiritual person or spirituality will make you a better person than the others. So you get into a competition. Spiritual awakening isn't about getting into a moral high. It is just a process and not a competition. Or you are not here to be a dictator. You are not higher than the others. Spiritual awakening is just self improvement and self refinement. So, if I meet someone and if I give a statement like, okay, oh, this person is like, talking, he's gossiping and this thing and that thing. No, that is not permissible. You are growing, you are a spiritual person, keep it to yourself. There's no competition in this world. In spiritualism, I mean to say. The third myth is that you start thinking certain people are good and the others are evil. Especially for people, those who are new to this spiritual awakening often experience a sense of self-righteousness, that I am right and the others are wrong. Don't get into this trap as well. After shedding the previous beliefs, you start clinging on to the good beliefs and you start labeling people outside this as evil. So you start tagging people. These conditions put people into believing that you have to think and behave in a certain way. I have been talking to you people for a long time in a lot of my videos. You are not supposed to give your profession, your likes. If you feel like partying, if you feel like drinking, if you are eating non-veg, if you are into social activities, carry on. There are no restrictions. It is just you are refining yourself. But yes, in spiritual awakening, what happens is you start getting disassociated with the crowded place. So if you are not happy in a crowd, you can just move away, but not moving away by giving a statement, oh, these people are not my type of. No. You are not gelling into this group anymore because you have refined in your own way, your own belief system. The others are at par with you. The only difference is you are now getting disconnected with the old baggages, your past, your friends, your pal, who are not resonating with you. But that does not mean they are wrong and you are right. Not at all. The reality is no amount of niceness amounts to authentic spiritual awakening, because you are only acting based on your new definition of good and evil. To achieve, if you really want to achieve spiritual awakening, you have to stop treating good and evil as two separate entities. After all, human spirit is a very complex and is always into a state of evolution. Now coming to the last part, the fourth myth. Using spirituality to heal people. You start thinking, oh, now I've become a spiritual person, now I'll go out and heal people. See, attachment and hang-ups are the two defining characteristics of the ego. I'm reading it once again. Attachment and hang-ups are the two defining characteristics of the ego. Using spiritual awakening to heal your past is just a form or redirecting yourself. You can heal yourself. You are now understanding the fact that you were carrying too much of baggages which you need to throw. You need to let go of things. In reality, if you go to see, you are not really fixing up anything. You are just dragging old baggages with a new method. The baggages are there, but you are using a new method how to drag it now. Eventually you have to give up. That's for sure. And the only way to achieve spiritual awakening is by letting go of whatever hurts you or what has hurt you in the past, so that you can be more receptive towards what is coming next. These are the four and I'm putting these 4 points, the pointers, in my description as well. Now I would want to share some experience with you. See, many people have called upon me who are into this process of spiritual awakening, and they call me and say, Ricky, you know what happened is recently I have felt that the activities have stopped. So I asked them, so what is wrong in that? So they say, oh, so it means that is over. Now I am not a spiritual person. Now my friend, let me explain to you. You are studying or you are reading into a class, say class 4th or 5th or 6th, whatever you say. From June, July, you are promoted to a class and you are reading in the same class till the month of March. And then comes the examination. Right? After the examination, what happens next? You go for a vacation. 6 weeks to 8 weeks of vacation. Why? Because one level, one class you have finished, you are given a recess period, an interval, so that you understand what you have read. Then after 2 months of vacation, you're promoted to the next level into a new class, where you may find new teachers, new faces, new subject, right? Or the level of the subject will enhance or go to the next level. This is exactly what happens. Your spiritual guides and your spirits and your spiritual guides one day will leave you, and there is a sabbatical, there is a vacation, there is a recess, and all of a sudden you will feel, oh, there's no activities around me. The guides have left, so that the new guides who will come and replace them to take you further in this process. Sometimes this recess or the interval or the vacation is for a very long period. Friends, before I end this video, I want to pass on a message to you. I have always been talking about a book that I follow by the name Crayon. The book has been my guide all throughout my life ever since 2007. In this book, this book was the reason why I could invoke my spirit guides. And there are some exercises, meditation that will definitely help you also. And if you wish that I should share the same with you, put a comment so that I can make the next video because this is very interesting how you can invoke your spirit guides. There are steps, there are ways how you can go further in the spiritual journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell icon as well. God bless you. Thank you.